I'm so sick of that. What you doing? Let's link. Come see me. Come hang. No! How about playing a motherfucking date? Do we not do that no more?
What is the problem with making plans for dates? Like, what is this whole back and forth thing? I'm asking because one of my best friends, she literally has been talking with this guy for like, say, a month and a half, 8 weeks, if you will. And he'll be like, what are you up to this weekend? She'll be like, I don't have any plans. Like, we'll just see. And he's like, all right, keep me posted on your plans. Like, no, sir, make a plan. Tell her, hey, okay, you don't have anything planned? Beautiful. Can I see you Saturday night? Great. Can I see you Sunday morning? And let's go for coffee and a long walk on the West Side Highway. Like, there are so many things that you can do. And I just don't understand, other than he's not interested or he's just a mess, which some guys are a mess. To me, it's more of just he's not interested. I don't understand. Like, are we not reading it right? Like, is there something I'm missing? Boys, let me.
It's amazing how accountability seems to disappear in conversations like this. Her friend gives a vague response, leaves all the planning up to him, and then acts like he's a problem where he doesn't magically figure everything out. Suddenly, he's labeled uninterested or incapable. What's missing is any reflection on how she communicated in the first place. If a man handled things with that same passive-aggressive, unclear approach, people would call him lazy or say he wasn't putting in any effort. Yet when a woman does it, the expectation is still that the man should read between the lines and fix the situation.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself. Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it? So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
Look at how quickly things change when the roles are reversed. Welcome to the reality men have lived with for years. You're worried about rejection. You're anxious about hearing no. That's the same uncertainty men have faced every day while still being expected to stay confident, make the first move, and often pay for the date. If you want a quality man in today's dating world, you may have to put your ego aside, take the initiative, and accept the same risk everyone else has had to face.
I've been dating a guy for 4 years off and on. I asked him for $50 and he told me not to get used to it.
I don't want to go in. I want to ask, is the like going through something? Like, do he need $50 too? Like, are you asking it?
I don't know what he's going through, honestly.
I'm triggered.
Why are you triggered, Ace?
Because she doesn't truly know what he's actually going through.
She don't.
That man could have gave her the last 50 he had. How the woman that need the $50 judging me for barely having it?
No.
You don't have it at all.
Like you just said, you would fake up like just to see if this is gonna come through. Oh, I don't need your $50, but I want to see if you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm getting sick of this.
I got a problem with you trying to justify playing with it.
I'm not playing. I'm
yes,
trying to
no, sweetheart. You didn't need from him. And then you said you didn't know or care about his financial situation. You don't give a okay, mama, you playing with him. If you want to see if a will do for you, put him in position to do for you. A who give a about you usually want to make other people's lives easier, more pleasant, more joyful. So if the nigga hadn't put no bread on you yet and got 4 years out of you, you didn't warrant that from the jump. Okay. Don't pick year 4 to start playing in this face.
She asked for $50, not because she's in a real emergency, but as a test to see if he'll hand over money on demand. When he helps her but politely says not to make a habit, she immediately flips the script, acts offended, and starts judging his finances. There's no concern for his own financial responsibilities or peace of mind. Instead, she treats him like a wallet, Some want to test, benefit from, and criticize the moment he sets a reasonable boundary.
What do you hate the most about dating?
Men don't put in any effort.
No effort. They just expect us to just have everything ready, and they have no plan ever.
Like, buy me flowers.
Yes.
Buy me coffee.
Come to my house and bring me coffee, and let's go out on a date. Doesn't have to be crazy, but just plan something.
Yeah.
So these guys that you're talking about, have you already slept with them?
Yes.
Don't you think that maybe you just, gave it up a little bit too easy, so he's like, why do I have to put in any effort for it?
Well, how do we change that? Are you gonna give me some advice?
By making him wait? Or finding a guy who, is down to fuck, but also build something too.
Well, I don't know where to find them.
So is it that men aren't interested in doing these things, or are you just, choosing the wrong men?
No, I think
Both.
yeah, both. They're lazy.
Yeah.
Do you like good guys though, or do you want somebody who's gonna treat you like shit?
Good guys.
50-50.
She's different than me. I don't like the whole treat a woman like shit and that's the way to get her. I'm not a fan of that.
So why do you keep chasing the guys who aren't really chivalrous with you?
I don't know. I don't know.
We needed this wake-up call.
Why is that a thing?
Look at how quickly she falls back on her ego to defend unhealthy behavior. A man tells her directly that coming across as hostile and unapproachable pushes people away. But instead of reflecting on it, she dismisses the feedback by insisting, "My resting face is sexy." She expects men to push through an attitude of coldness, disrespect, and passive aggression just for the chance to introduce themselves. Then, when men choose to walk away and seek peace elsewhere, she's disappointed, but unwilling to address the very behavior that may be contributing to that outcome.
What about me being very disappointed in black men choosing other races such as Spanish, white, and Arabic?
Look,
whatever.
and you have a right to feel that way. But when you guys also say that y'all have the presence of a resting bitch face and expecting that man to kiss your ass to get to know you, it's a problem for me.
Because my resting bitch face is sexy. That's
It's
how
not.
I feel.
It's not.
a sexy.
It's disgusting.
Okay, so what about
That's
a
what
Spanish?
you think. That's your ego.
That's what
No, it's not.
Men
All right,
think.
wait, me?
No men think
It's
that's
me.
sexy.
All right, so
I'm just saying you can be more approachable. I'm not here to harm you. I'm not here to disrespect you.
why?
Look, why? Look, you just proving my point.
She's frustrated because the old playbook isn't working anymore. She expects a man to chase her relentlessly, plan an elaborate date, and cover every expense, even when she's giving little effort or showing no real interest. He exchanged a couple of messages, picked up on her dry, uninterested energy, and made the practical decision to save his time and money instead of forcing the situation. If you want someone to invest genuine effort, it helps to bring the same level of sincerity, engagement, and clear intent to the conversation from the start.
No, because I don't think men want to take women out on dates anymore. Like, I feel like they don't want to take women out on dates. Their idea of, like, a date in some way is like saying, hey, like, let's meet at the bar. Let's like meet at the bar and like just have some drinks, just meet me there. Let's like spend some time together. And it's not even a proper date. Like, that's what they will suggest 100%. Or better yet, if you are on Hinge, I'm so sorry, I'm like all out and about. I just got done working out. But anyways, even on Hinge, you will literally see like men like not want to go on dates with you. Like, I have matched with like so many people on Hinge, and the matter of like men, like the amount of men who do not want to pursue anything after like the first two messages is like really crazy. Like, there was no effort from them to like, or even any incentive to take you out on a date. It's just like they just want to match just to match, and they're not really there to be intentional. And mind you, am I being like super dead serious on finding somebody on Hinge? Not really. I'm just there to like kind of see like, hey, what's out there, maybe to go on a date or two just to get to know somebody. Like, that'd be nice. But the problem is nobody is asking me out. Like, nobody's asking anybody out. Like, they're like, we're just 1 to 2 little sentences and it stops there. It stops. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what's going on, but I do engage with the conversation and it just dies. It's just like nothing. They don't cared enough to like take you out. So honestly, I don't think men want to take out women anymore. I don't know what they expect. Well, it's definitely not dates, not romanticizing, or no romance anymore. It's wild out here.
A man who works hard, enjoys his life, and refuses to settle down on someone else's timeline doesn't automatically have Peter Pan syndrome. He may simply be content with the life he's built. Labeling men as hard to date because they won't cave to social pressure misses the point. If a man isn't ready to commit, it doesn't necessarily mean he's immature. It may simply mean he hasn't found a relationship that gives him a compelling reason to make that choice.
Let's talk about the Peter Pan syndrome. Honestly, this is more common in big party cities like LA, Miami, and New York. Essentially, Peter Pan syndrome happens to men who are in their late 20s, early 30s, and older. So Peter Pan syndrome is where their age is getting serious, but they are not. These men are not focused on finding their person, they're not focused on their career or money, and they are focused on having fun, partying, and just chasing girls. These types of guys have commitment problems and essentially are just very, very hard to date. That is something to keep in mind and look for when you are choosing a potential partner.
I guess I am part of the problem, was the most honest line in that entire clip. She says she wants to be approached, yet won't even start with a simple, "Hey, how's it going?" despite being interested. If you see someone you genuinely like, don't rely on silent signals or expect them to do all the work. Start the conversation. Many men are growing tired of carrying all the emotional risk of making the first move, while hoping a glance or a smile is enough to bridge the gap.
Can I just say it's extremely frustrating that no one talks to each other on the street anymore. I just walked out of Whole Foods. There was a guy I was staring at while shopping, and he was staring at me. I was clearly interested in him, giving him all the signs, and he still didn't approach me. But I also didn't approach him, and what does that say about me? I guess I have to be that person in this modern day because men don't pursue women anymore. I just want to be pursued, and I guess I am part of the problem.
You have to laugh at the contradiction. I have a man, but I'm wondering why other men aren't approaching me. Even while in a relationship, she's focused on getting validation from strangers. Then, when a guy gives her an honest answer, that many men are tired of dealing with rejection, mixed signals, and unwelcoming attitudes. She dismisses it instead of considering perspective. The heart of the conversation is a broader debate about modern dating. Some men argue they've stepped back from traditional expectations because they feel the risks often outweigh the rewards. They say they're less willing to invest their time, money, and emotional energy when they don't feel those efforts will be respected or appreciated. From that perspective, if someone wants a partner who puts in genuine effort, they also need to create an environment where that effort is valued. Mutual respect, clear interest, and accountability go a long way in building healthy relationships. If you enjoyed the discussion, be sure to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content.
Tonight I went out because I don't be going outside. But tonight I went out and I went to this spot called The Spot in Gwinnett. Well, it was in Duluth, and I'm watching the crowd and I'm just kind of people watching or whatever. Why is it that all the men are around the bar, but they don't talk to women? They just talking to one another, but they not talking to women. And it got me thinking, I was born in the 70s, okay? Late 70s. What happened to the days where the men would actually approach the women and talk to them? Not that I'm looking for nobody to approach me because I got a man, but I'm looking around and I'm like, why is it that these men don't approach women? And there was tons of women around, but none of them approach women to talk to them. They're just kind of standing in the corner. They're drinking their drink. They're doing whatever, but they don't talk to women. It's like, yo, is this what it's like? This is what it's like. That's why I exited the group chat, because I feel so out of touch with men. They don't even approach you anymore. And then I was talking to someone and I was like, yo, y'all be standing at the bar. Why is it that you don't talk to women? And his response to me was that, most women don't like you to approach them because they don't like that and I don't want to get rejected. Yo, what happened to yo, miss? Can I get your number? My name is so-and-so. What's your name?